week to build off of last time out, reaching triple digits and adding 2 touchdowns. It's the Packers and the Texans, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Houston Texans. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week, north of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. You can look at the defense for these Texans. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener, didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
That's complete to Dobbs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Here we go.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2nd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. On the give, this is Nichols. And a short gain down to about the 33. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They get this out quickly to the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Here's Nichols. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. On play action. Love to throw. Dancing to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So the sack means it's third and goal now from the 10. Love looking to throw it. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
And almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Okay, ready?
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Stroud to throw it. Caught right side, Davis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact. But that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They go again with Pierce. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Pierce takes it straight ahead. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement in those last 2 plays. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. Corey Davis, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nixon now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. Now Carlson for the extra point. And he's got it. It's 7 ball game. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting. In this game, the kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, is swapping that onus back and forth.
On second down, here's Pierce.
And a good stiff arm and some space to run.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Throwing now is Stroud.
That is caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Stroud's throw going to be caught by Davis.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Stroud will look to throw once more. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A run by Pierce begins the second half. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Stroud looking to throw. Gets the dump off to Pierce. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And Stroud now to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Following the interception, Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 35, here's second and a yard. An inside give to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long.
Touchdown, Packers! Jaden Reed with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and it's now 21-7. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he returns this to the 22. And now out comes Houston. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Going for it with Pierce. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Pierce gets this one running right. And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On the bootleg, Stroud.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Stroud.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Hey, drop those switch. Ready.
Pierce now up the middle.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's one of the hearts of those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The offense on 3rd down can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at early opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute window? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. This one out quickly to Watkins. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Got some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They march to the end zone the last time out.
3rd down and 13. Throwing, Love. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Will Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Good coverage there, an even 50-yard punt. Leads to a return of 5. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Alert.
Stroud. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Stroud. Incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stroud to throw it. And that's caught by Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Stroud. And that's complete to Davis. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Stroud looks to throw. That's complete to Dillon.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Stroud back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Stroud. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't not forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Love. Watson making the catch. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Here's 1st down. Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Packers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.